The mockery from the press office of Gavin Newsom and Gavin Newsom's own page, it continues. And I am going to get to the breaking news about the letter from Donald Trump and all of that in just a moment. But I do like to try to start with some fluff. All right, so this quote from Vance in an interview with Fox says, "You can't mimic President Trump's style. He is who he is." And to that, the press office of Gavin Newsom says, "Couch boy, I'm not mimicking Dozy Don. I'm mocking him. Only someone with a law degree from Chuck E. Cheese could be as dumb as you. GCN." I don't know why Chuck E. Cheese is taking a hit like that, because Chuck E. Cheese didn't do anything. Chuck E. Cheese isn't problematic, so I don't know why Chuck E. Cheese is catching strays like that. But that's what he says. Couch boy. This dude named Paul, but he has an that's Bubble Bath Girl, shows up in so many of their comment sections. But what he said this time, "What you're doing is embarrassing yourself." R says, "Vance's entire political career is attempt at mimicking Trump." Rich says, "Hey, that's mean. You owe Chuck E. Cheese an apology." And I agree, Chuck E. Cheese didn't do anything. I did all that so you can get this screenshot. This person, whose name is Coin Sage, says, "Trump style can't be copied. Vance just says please and it lands. So please take that and use it somewhere." You're welcome. All right, so we already talked about this tweet from a couple of days ago. "Welcome to Predator Patio. Admission. Just prove you're on the Epstein list." And we got this picture. You can take a screenshot if you need it. There you go. You're welcome. So we got that. But now let's talk about the breaking news from today. Remember, they were talking about there was a letter for Jeffrey Epstein's 50th birthday, and Donald Trump wrote a letter for it. All right, it says, here it is. "We got Trump's birthday note to Jeffrey Epstein that the president said doesn't exist. Trump talks about a wonderful secret the two of them shared. What is he hiding? Release the files." This story is not going away. All right, here's the letter. It says, voiceover. "There must be more to life than having everything. Donald, yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey, nor will I, since I already know what it is. Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes, we do, come to think of it. Donald, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Donald, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." And then we see the squiggle at the bottom that's supposed to be for the private area. Now, what people are saying is these supposed boob lines don't look like women's boobs, and this does not look like what an actual woman looks like. It looks like a very young person. So that is what people are saying in regards to this letter. So this tweet was from Oversight Dems. We have Paul again, aka Bubble Bath Girl. "You are pathetic, this is fake, and you are losers." Because they want to try to do the whole brain erasure like no one saw all of the pictures with Donald Trump and Epstein together. They're really acting like this is impossible, especially knowing who Donald Trump is. Damon says to him, "You're an adult male who goes on the internet with the name Bubble Bath Girl. Why do you do that?" Concerned Citizen says, "It's real, ha 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 ha." Remember when the Wall Street Journal told everybody that there was this letter? Well, JD Just Dance Vance made a tweet back when that happened saying, "Forgive my language, but this story is complete and utter BS. The Wall Street Journal should be ashamed up for publishing it. Where is this letter? Would you be shocked to learn they never showed it to us before publishing it? Does anyone honestly believe this sounds like Donald Trump?" And to that, Gavin Newsom says, "This aged nicely." Now, this person, Cash Loren, says it has, as in it has aged nicely, saying the letter will probably be proven to once again be fake. That probably is working real hard, like Chelsea says, probably is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Arrest them all. But the fact that he can't even do anything except hedge his bets to say it's probably fake. He can't just come out and say that it's fake, because he knows who Donald Trump is. They just try to be kind of wishy-washy around it, even though we've all seen them have this wonderful friendship. but it's probably fake. The political HQ says, "Are we shocked?" and then gives us this screenshot. Remember, he owned Miss Universe, and this is what he says because he has always been this creepy dude. He said, I'll go backstage before a show, and everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. Why are you, creepy man, going backstage and looking at women getting dressed? And he says, no men are anywhere, and I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes, and you see these incredible looking women, and so I sort of get away with things like that. But no, I've been very good. So he is letting everybody know that he is a creep, but his people still want to ignore all that. Like they do not want to hear it. They don't want to see it, but it's okay. It's going to keep coming out. Things are going to keep coming out. And remember this back in February with the whole Epstein list, and they have their binders and they're all going to their social media platform like they're about to expose some stuff. Remember February, because Pam Bondi said the list is on my desk, and it gave these binders to these MAGA influencers. So this is the tweet from Brian Allen back in February saying, breaking, DC Drano, libs of TikTok, Cernovich, and Liz Wheeler just rolled up to the White House holding binders labeled Epstein Files Phase 1. So let's get this straight. Twitter influencers are now the keepers of the Epstein intel. The same government that sat on this for decades is suddenly fine with handing it off like a PR stunt. If this is transparency, it's conveniently staged transparency. Let's see what actually gets released, or if this is just another smokescreen to control the narrative. Then the press office of Gavin Newsom posted this letter again and reposted the Brian Allen tweet from back in February saying, Kaya and team, any word on whether this was in that binder? So they're asking all of those influencers, those Twitter MAGA influencers, if this was in the binder. This person asked Grok, is that the drawing? And to that, Grok responds, yes, that appears to be the drawing from Epstein's 50th birthday book, released today by House Democrats. It shows a dialogue between Donald and Jeffrey signed by Trump, though he denies creating it and then gives these sources. There's so much going on in the news right now. So Fact posts this. Health insurance companies are raising insurance premiums by up to 18%, the largest increase in 15 years. Companies have cited Trump's tariffs as the reason for this increase. So that is what Fact Post said. We're about to see some higher prices. I don't know why this is funny to me, but it's funny and sad. Patriot Punditry, and you see it has the American flag right there, saying tariffs. What the F does this have to do with insurance premiums? And to that, Valerie says, when their costs, medical equipment, supplies, drugs increase, so do your rates. This is not complicated. And then this person says, then share that data, not too much to ask. It is so wild that so many of them don't really know and understand how everything is about to go up. Our car insurance is about to go up for the exact same reason, because the price of cars and the price of car parts are going to go up. Everything's about to go up. Our people's home insurance is going to go up because the cost of insuring a house is going to go up because house costs, construction costs are going up. Everything is about to go up, and it's all because of these tariffs and this dumb trade war. So I'm just putting that out there. I know that this is not as funny as it usually is, but y'all need to see what's going on the Twitter. There's a whole lot going on in the news right now, but let's look at the ridiculousness of Trump and his Lie Social. This is what he was talking about at 5:39 this morning. The Biden auto pen scandal is big, not as big as the Russia hoax or the rigged 2020 presidential election, but nevertheless, one of the biggest ever. That is what he's talking about at 5:39 this morning. Also, Tom Hanks at 5:49 this morning. Our great West Point, getting greater all the time, has smartly canceled the award ceremony for actor Tom Hanks. Important move. We don't need destructive woke recipients getting our cherished American awards. Hopefully the Academy Awards and other fake award shows will review their standards and practices in the name of fairness and justice. Watch their dead ratings surge. Why is he talking about Tom Hanks? Why is this so important? That is definitely laughable to me. And then let's bring it back to the predator patio situation. There has been so much news today. So let's see this one. This says breaking. A federal appeals court just handed Trump a crushing loss. Judges rejected his desperate claim that the Supreme Court's immunity decision shields him from liability. E. Jean Carroll's $83 million judgment stands. Trump can't run, can't hide, and he's on the hook. So this came out. And then E. Jean Carroll herself reshares a screenshot of this that says, breaking, appeal court upholds Carroll's $83 million judgment against Trump. She posts her own story. She reshares it. That happened this morning. I checked his page. There was no talk of that at all anywhere. I'm talking about on Trump's live social page. Of course, he's not going to talk about this because he lost. Of course, he's just talking about Tom Hanks and random stuff. I think Fox did cover the fact that E. Jean Carroll got her court case upheld, but they shared this. This is one of the first things I saw on their page. One nation under God. President Trump will announce the launch of America Prays today at the Museum of the Bible. This program will call on the American people to pray for the country and link the faith-driven initiative to the nation's 250th birthday. And then this is what Fox News is showing, a picture of a praying Donald Trump. And if people believe that this dude is Christian, I mean, I don't know. I think I act more Christ-like than this dude, and we all know that I'm agnostic. But the wildest thing is this is what they're doing, but also he is a predator, and he has let us know that he's been a creep all this time, but they won't stop upholding him. Anyways, I'm going to leave it here. I am going to talk about some of his problematic comments in another video, but I'm going to leave that here. Go ahead, join the conversation. Let me know what you think about all of this. Don't forget to like, comment.
Now, I've been following Daddy Newsom for about 20 years now, and I can tell you for a full fact that man is unhinged. He is that toxic relationship that we should totally let go of, but we can't because that man is so fine and he loyal as fuck. He literally said, pull up. No, pull up. You come into my city and you do all this bullshit and then you say you gonna arrest me? Pull the fuck up. Don't play with me. Just do it. He has done some trifling shit. No lie. But when he stands 10 toes down for California, he stands 10 toes down for California. Don't push this man. He gonna succeed. And everybody else is gonna be missing him. Some of y'all think the 4th largest economy in the world means absolutely nothing until it does.
Do you personally approve the press office tweets that go out from your...
There is we have a kill switch.
Yeah.
So to the extent that I don't kill it, then I guess
How many do you kill?
Less every day.